Hey guys, this is Mr. H. I'm doing question 22 from the August 2026 Algebra 1 Regents exam. Basically, they've just given us a function and they want to know which one of those points is on the function. The best way to do this is to just graph it and then enter the x values and see if the y value um, shows up. But I'm going to do it a little differently. I like to define functions, so that's what we're going to do. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to define this as a function, and then I'm going to use these inputs to find the correct output. So here's what I'm going to do. First thing, I need the calculator. Then I'm going to go to the home screen, home main calculator page, and then I'm going to define this as a function. Now, I can define this as y equals. I'm going to say f of x equals, but that's the only thing I need to do. So so I go f parentheses x, and then I'm going to go control equal, and then I'm going to type in the function. It's a quadratic, so it's going to be x squared minus 7x minus 10, and then press enter. Now I'm going to do this one at a time, but I'm going to show you this is the best way to do it. So I'm going to use the function that I just defined, and then I'm just going to put in a negative 10. Now, according to this, if this is the right answer, a negative 10 should have an output of 0. So once I press enter, let's see what it says. It says 160. So it's definitely not that one. Okay, so now instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of the answer choices at once. So watch. I'm going to go get the variable, and then just stop. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go control, and then I'm going to use the curly brackets, and then I'm just going to enter in all of the x values that they've given us. So if you look here, we got a negative 10, 10, 3.5 shows up twice. So I'm just going to type those in. So it's going to be a negative 10, comma, 10, comma, and then 3.5. Now, when I press this, it's going to give you the output. So it says when the input is a negative 10, the output is 160. When the input is a positive 10, the output is 20. When the input is 3.5, the output should be a negative 22.5. So you go and you see that the answer is 4. So boom, done. You don't have to graph it. If you've defined the function, you can just use the inputs because they give you the x values and you find the y values. But if you wanted to graph it, here's what you could do. Go to home screen, go to the calculator, the graphing page. Then you're going to use the function that you defined, put the x in there, right? And now you would just go menu 51, or you could use the table. But I would use menu 51 since you got some decimals. And I'm just going to type in 3.5 because I want you to see it will take you. So it tells you, ooh, this is good. Now, it only shows you it only rounds this to one decimal place. We need two decimal places. So that means in order for this really to work, that means your settings needs to be, I'm going to put it on float, right? So now you actually see all of the decimals. So negative 22.25, that's the answer. But if you didn't have your settings set right, you could have chosen the wrong answer. But anyway, just wanted you to see that you could graph this and just type in the inputs and look for the correct output. But that's it. It's about 4 minutes. I'm going to stop and I'm going to post.